Yeah, this is something that hasn't been touched on as much as everything else has, but sitting on the couch next to Vice President Vance and across from President Trump and President Zelensky is Marco Rubio, the United States Secretary of State, the chief diplomat to the world, from our country, the Secretary of State who's fourth in the line of succession, just sitting there shrinking into the couch like he doesn't want to be there, basically taking on his entire moniker of Little Marco. Now, look, Marco Rubio wasn't brave or bold before this. He was probably one of the most gutless politicians of the last 20 years. Like, the man has no appetite for this kind of game. The second you say anything to him, he just immediately shrinks, right? That's why they called him Little Marco. I'm surprised he accepted the nomination for Secretary of State, but it looks like he's basically been put into a box. He's just sitting there like a kid at detention who's just trying to get through the time without having to say anything. Look, it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing moment for the entire diplomatic corps of the United States, most certainly for the Secretary of State, who's supposed to be handling most of these issues. He's a former two-term United States Senator from Florida. He's a failed presidential candidate, and now the Vice President and the President have left him on the world stage without answers. You know, he looks like this commenter says, he looks as embarrassed as the rest of us do to have to support this. And then, in typical Little Marco fashion, he's got to come out with this tweet that's posted on X after everything. Thank you, POTUS, for standing up for America in a way that no president has ever had the courage to do before. Thank you for putting America first. America is with you. Does that look like the kind of guy that agrees with what just happened in that room or that thinks that America is with him? No, it's embarrassing. I'm ashamed. This is the first time, I'm 38 years old. This is the first time I think I've ever been ashamed to be an American, to just be embarrassed on the national world stage by these people. And Marco Rubio feels that. He won't say that because, again, that's what gutless people do. They just sit there and they bide their time, and hopefully it goes well for them. But history won't be kind to these folks. They won't be remembered pleasantly. I can say that.